take it off. And even though she's sleeping over, we ain't gon' sleep at all. She stay. I wanna feel the city rain. I wanna see my baby smile too. I wanna go. Banging on our wall. Why they dreaming you be screaming? Now they banging on our door. Sometimes she call me Trey, sometimes she say Trey.
Alright, I'm about to tell y'all about this palette. I'm about to stop playing. Hey y'all. So first of all, before we get started, I just want to say that this entire look was done completely by this one palette. For those of you who don't know, this contour palette is by the makeup brand Tarte, and they collabed with Makeup Shayla, who is a huge makeup artist. So when you get the palette, it comes in this box. This is the packaging, and this is the actual contour palette, and it comes with this guide for highlighting. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up so I can show you guys all of the shades inside of the palette and what they're used for. The first thing that I noticed when I opened this palette up was not just the gold presentation that it's in, but the scent of the palette itself. The scent, if I could describe it, is more like a sweet, like cake batter type of smell. It smells really, really good, you guys. All of the shades are numbered except for the one in the middle. They're numbered from 1 through 5, and then it's actually written on the palette what they're used for. One of the reasons why I purchased the palette and I thought it was so dope was because it can be used universally. Minus the brows and foundation, you can use it for the entire face. So also, when I say that this palette is universal, I mean that it can be used for all skin tones, not just brown skin tones, all skin tones. So now let's talk about the performance of this palette. When I say performance, I mean how it works on the face, how it works with brushes, all of that. So for me, overall, I feel like this palette is super buttery and soft. It's not dry, it's not cakey, it's not ashy, and it blends so well. Also works really good with brushes. These are all of the brushes that I use for this palette, and I'll tell you about all of them. So the two eye brushes that I have, I use for this look. This is a Royal and Land Nickel brush, which is dual-ended for smudging and blending. Shade that I used once I did my brows was this banana shade right here, and I'll swatch it for you. I just put it right under my brow bone to set the concealer that I use. So shade number 3 has a lot of gray undertones to me. It's perfect for the eye, for my skin tone, but I would probably never use that for my contour. So shades 5 and 6, I use this same brush, the Royal and Land Nickel brush, and place those colors in the middle to the end, and then number 6 I put right on the next brush that I use is the actual highlight and contour brush, which is by Tarte, and I use shades 2 and 4 using this brush to achieve this look. Once you put on your concealer, you just use the flat-ended side of the brush and use shade number 2 to highlight under the eyes, down the nose, the forehead, and the chin. So I forgot to tell you guys about this second eye brush that I use. I don't know how I forgot about it, but Either way, this is what I use to deepen the crease. This is a Sigma E30 brush, aka a pencil brush, and it's used to go into the crease to give more detail and deepen whatever colors you're using. The fourth shade in the palette, I use the other side of this Tarte contour and highlight brush. It's really densely packed, so it works really well for blending and really cutting down. So the next two brushes that I use are actually Art Supply brushes. And I use those for shades number 5 and of course for the highlight shade. I use this jumbo round brush to accentuate the cheeks as it says on the palette. And I just use that to add color to the apples. I think the flatter art brush, I just use shade number 1 to just add a little shimmer or highlight to the tops of the cheekbone. You guys, so that's everything for the palette. I think I've told you oh no, the palette is cruelty free, so they don't test animals. There's no parabens and all of that kind of stuff.